everybody, my name is Alyssa. I'm the head of marketing here at Headliner, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to add captions to full-length video and audiogram projects here in Headliner. So to get started, you'll need to log into your Headliner account by visiting make.headliner.app. Next, you're going to want to determine what kind of video you're going to be creating. So for me, I'm going to be adding captions to a full-length video episode of our podcast. To do this, I'll next click on this orange Caption Video Podcast button. And then there's a couple of different ways that I can go about doing this, but like I said, I'm going to be adding one to a full episode, so I'm going to have one video, so I'm going to click on this first option, which is get a single video with captions. Next, I'll go ahead and select my aspect ratio, and again, this is going to be a full-length YouTube video, so I'll want to go ahead and click this landscape video, click next, and then I'm actually going to be pulling in from an older episode of our podcast that's already posted to YouTube, so I'm going to be clicking on YouTube, and then heading over to my YouTube channel, grabbing the share link, popping back on over in Headliner, then just pasting it in right there. And then after a few seconds, Headliner will go ahead. Right now it's just really processing the video, porting it over from YouTube into our system, and we can see here it's already done. So we've got our check mark, we're good to go. Next thing is I want to ensure that the transcription language is correct. So we record in US English, so I'm good to go, but you can see here we've got over 100 different options for you to pick and choose from. So you can ensure that those captions are extremely accurate here in Headliner. And then again, once I've got my transcription language selected, I'll go ahead and click next. And then I will be doing the full episode, so I'm going to want to toggle over to this full episode button right here, and then go ahead and click continue with full episode. And you can see right here that it's already got some captions pulled in for me, so I can go ahead and edit these if I'd like, just by clicking on them, then edit the caption style in the quick editor. And then Headliner actually offers a bunch of different presets that you can pick and choose from. So like I said, you can pick and choose from them. You can kind of make them your own, increase the font size, move things around. You can change all of the fonts. You can add your own fonts. You can do all sorts of awesome things with these captioning tools. I personally am going to add a little bit of shadow just because the contrast on my video could get a little bit dicey, so I think that looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and click Save Changes right there. Then you can see that I've got captions now on my video podcast. And then go ahead and come back to the quick editor, double check if there's anything I want to do. Maybe I want to add a little progress bar at the bottom here. A little big. There we go. Go and shrink that down. And I think that looks pretty good. Maybe change out the color so it is a little bit higher contrast. And there we go. And go ahead and once I'm happy with all of my edits, I've got my captions turned on there, I can go ahead and create my project. And after a few minutes, Headliner will go ahead and shoot you an email letting you know when everything here is done. It is important to note that you do need to leave this tab open here until you see all three of these line items have a check mark, but you don't need to necessarily wait here. You can go ahead and open a new tab and just leave this on in the background. So you can see here I've navigated back to my Headliner dashboard, and once my video is all ready for me and I've got these three check marks, I am going to be able to view it here in my projects tab, and Headliner will also go ahead and shoot me an email when that is done. But you can see here that these are all of the things I've created here in Headliner, and this is actually going to be a full episode of a different episode of our podcast, but this is going to just show you how you could go back and make some edits or changes once you've actually got that video processed. So you can see here, you can go ahead and click edit, And you can open in the quick editor. That's going to allow you to make stylistic changes. So say that you didn't want captions, or maybe you forgot to turn captions on. You can go ahead and click into the quick editor, and we will go ahead and allow you to kind of reprocess that video and add in those captions, those changes, what have you. If you do see that there's an error in your captions, you can really easily correct that just by clicking on this Edit Transcript button. And if you're familiar with our transcript-based editor, Eddy, then you're probably going to think that this looks a lot alike, and it's because it is. So this is kind of connecting our video tool to Eddy, and this is going to allow you to really easily edit those captions. So you can see here, I could just go ahead and maybe I want to change how this is formatted a little bit. Click correct. Correct. And then I can also make bulk edits here. So say I really want podcast as a proper noun here. So I want the P capitalized, but I want that across all instances. So I can go ahead and check this little update all instances. And you can see here Headliner's gone in and it's dynamically changed all of the places that podcast is, and it's capitalized it. So super awesome way for you to have a little bit more control over those actual captions themselves. And once you are done, you're happy with the way that your captions look, you can go ahead and click Save Changes. And Headliner's going ahead, it's reprocessing that video to ensure that those edits you just made in your transcript are going to be reflected in your actual captions. And kind of similar to the first tab, this might be taking a second for it to do. Again, we do have to go back and reprocess that video. Here though, you don't need to necessarily wait for it to finish. Headliner will go ahead and it will send you an email when that video has been reprocessed with those captions and those edits made. But that is how you add captions to full-length projects here in Headliner. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, thoughts, suggestions, feedback, what have you, feel free to drop them in the comment section down below.